I feel like I talk about barbecue a lot on this show. I don't know why. I had the Blues, Brews, and Barbecues Fest. I've talked about that in St. Bernard.
Right.
Today, I've got the champion barbecue man, James Cruz.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
James, thank you so much for coming on the show. I
appreciate it.
I really appreciate you coming by. You, and I'm going to get this straight up out the way. You won Hogs for the Cause. You and your team. You don't want to sell the team out right now, do you?
No. It's a team effort.
It's
not
huge.
just me.
It's a huge
It's
thing.
the third win in the last 5 years.
Third win in 5 years for Hogs for the Cause for you and your team.
Yes.
Apocalypse Now.
Central City BBQ too.
Central
City BBQ, yes.
Oh, okay, cool.
We're a combined team now.
Oh, all right. All right. So Central City was over. Yeah. Okay.
Right.
And then you participated in something else recently.
Yes, Memphis in May, the World Championship. It's a lot of people call it like the Super Bowl of barbecue.
Okay.
That's the big guy.
Memphis in May.
Memphis in May. They call it the World Barbecue Cooking Contest.
Okay.
World Championship Barbecue Cooking Contest. I just took third.
Third.
Yeah.
So that means
third in the world in ribs.
Third in the world.
Yes.
So James.
In ribs, you cook one category. You cook either ribs, whole shoulder, or whole hog, and I was there on rib team right there, so I finished third. Which is finals. Right.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So
I'm proud of it.
That's great. That's awesome. Now being around you, it's very funny. Like somebody will see you and recognize you from your barbecue wins, and they'll be like Chef James, and it's like nails on a chalkboard for you when someone says that. So how you're not a chef? You don't consider yourself a chef? What's your?
I'll say this. I've learned to kind of embrace it a little bit because I've kind of figured out what the definition of a chef is. By title, which is I'm still getting used to his name, Pitmaster.
Pitmaster.
Yeah, in the barbecue world, it's the chefs in the barbecue world. And I've embraced it. I mean, you gotta look at what the public perceives and what they expect, and
it's a shot. I mean, if someone's saying that to you, it's
absolutely.
a respect. It's not like a nod.
No, not at all.
But you didn't. So how did you get into?
Yeah, because at first I'm like, I'm not a chef. But then the more you learn of where you're at in life and what you've done, it's like, okay, maybe.
Yes,
maybe
I am.
Yeah.
How'd you get into barbecue? What was your thing? Because you made contraptions and stuff.
Yeah.
How'd you do?
I'll give you the short version.
Sure. Yeah.
Roughly,
no, they don't care that much about me. They don't care about me. But it's interesting that you're not a chef.
Right. Roughly 22 years ago. Okay, September 1st of this year will be 22 years.
22 years.
When I smoked my first Riker ribs. I tried to do it for some friends and family. It didn't work out. It was probably worse than this table. Then I went to my Uncle Ronnie, who's been kind of like the barbecue guy of the family, the smoker, your traditional holidays. Contacted him, and he said, I'm not going to tell you over the phone. You got to come here and cook with me. Okay. And that was Labor Day of May 7th. Okay. And then since then, I've just been
getting a little bit better, a little bit better.
And even now, I still consider myself a student.
And you built?
Yes.
You build things?
I have. There's drum smokers that I like to build. I'm not a welder, but I'm pretty handy with power tools. Yeah. Parts and pieces, and I put it together, and it's a pretty efficient smoker.
So now you're full-time. So now you're a full-time.
Yeah. It's called chef, Pitmaster. Right.
You're a full-time chef, I guess.
Right.
And so you're over at Central City BBQ, which is in Central City.
It's downtown, 1201 South Rampart. It's
1201 South Rampart. Yeah. Downtown. And then that. So when I go there, what am I ordering? What am I getting?
What do you order? Well, first off,
give me the insight.
Before you even order,
you have a big menu.
I was about to say, before you even order, it's the experience of being there.
Okay.
We're the largest barbecue restaurant in Louisiana on the Gulf Coast. A live music venue.
It's like a whole block. Huh?
It's
a whole
big.
block? It's almost a whole block?
Pretty much,
It's pretty much the whole block.
Pretty much, yeah. But when you see our menu, it's traditional barbecue at its core. But we also have specials outside of that. We have some great sides. We have some good appetizers. Like one of them is brisket bottoms. It's chopped prime brisket, habanero peppers, jalapenos, smoked, the roll in the ball, deep fried. They're great. But then when you get down to it, you almost say, because you see the trophies in the restaurant, you almost want to try ribs.
Well, I mean, that's what you won. you're third in the world.
Right.
So when I go to this place, I'm getting third in the world ribs.
Well, you're getting really, really good restaurant.
Okay, all right.
It's hard to differentiate competition barbecue versus restaurant barbecue. There's so much that goes into restaurant barbecue, but you're gonna get the best ribs in the entire city.
Yeah, cool.
And I'm gonna tell you, it's hands down. We take a lot of pride in our ribs. Brisket's phenomenal too. We cook a.
I always get your brisket when I
Yeah,
do. That's my. The brisket's kind of my go-to barbecue thing.
It's the king of barbecue. So it's the deal with brisket is it's the most intimidating cut of meat for pretty much anybody trying to cook it. Our guys, we do a great job of it. I mean, we're cooking prime brisket every day, USDA prime, and in fact, certified Angus beef prime. And that's where we're getting our brisket flat from, our slices, along with our burnt ends. That's another thing you got to try. If you're a brisket guy, you got to try burnt ends.
Yeah, burnt ends. All right, I'm doing the burnt ends. No. And then also, I feel like we would be. I'm gonna get chastised real bad if we don't talk about how Tongue is on your team.
Oh,
You know, Tongue
from
he's
T2, and now
he's going across the street. Yeah. So,
well,
but
here's the deal. Do we keep it really short about Tone? 'Cause you know how he is.
Yeah, oh yeah. Look, dude, look. He walks right past us. It's like Beetlejuice, man. We said his name too many
He's
times.
photobombing us.
Yeah.
No, Tongue's an asset to the team.
Oh yeah, he is. No, he really is.
I invite him to be part of the team.
It's just one thing I saw about Tongue on your team last year is like, Tongue knows how to do. See that I'm telling
That's pride right there.
I'm telling you, we say, dude, it's like Beetlejuice.
We're a cult. No.
You say his name too many times, he shows up. But he was great on the team because he was in while you were in the back doing the competition stuff. He's in the front working a lot.
He's in the front cooking.
And
he's him and Juan and Kelsey and Jason, all those guys. We've got a good front of staff.
A good front of staff team. Yeah, no.
Tongue's a great asset. And he's a great friend.
Oh yeah,
probably a better friend.
He is. He's a great friend. That's why I gotta. If I have you here, he's gonna watch it and be like, "Why didn't you talk about how great I am?" And I'm like,
Tongue's great. I mean,
he wouldn't do that.
Him and Juan, they did great up front. And like I said, at Hogs, it's one of those things where I've got to focus on the competition stuff in the back. At the end of the day, it's a barbecue competition. So those guys focus on the counter sales and produce the best possible product out there for the public to buy.
Right.
Okay? And that's their thing. And so why not get some of the best in the city to help out with that?
So what's next? What's your next competition? What's your next?
Obviously
you're doing Hogs again next year.
Yes. Next competition, every competition is tentative, because who knows what can happen. My next one is it's a pretty big one. It's in Texas. It's the Pasadena Livestock Rodeo.
Okay.
That'll be about 250 to 300 teams. September 12th through 14th, I believe.
Okay.
It's just south of Houston.
And we'll put and obviously if you want to check up on all of everything Central City, you'll have an Instagram, a Twitter, Facebook, Snapchat,
all of the above.
Snap, whatever. Yeah.
Snail mail.
Yeah, you can mail in.
Carrier pigeons.
Yes. So if I mail you, that's what I'm going to start doing.
Carrier pigeons with menus. I love it.
I'm going to.
Cheaper than Uber.
I'm going to write a letter. I'm going to get my typewriter. Can you please send me a menu?
Strap to a pigeon?
Strap it to a pigeon.
Let it go.
So you can totally find them. Google Central City BBQ. Head out over there. It is super simple to get to. It's right off the expressway there.
Yeah,
it's nothing.
It's a block off of Calliope. It's block off the expressway.
And it's neat. It's a great experience. And and the barbecue, obviously.
Yeah,
you got a guy winning. When you're winning, all of your competitions like that.
It's a good time.
And you're there all the time. You ran over here from there.
Yeah.
You're I'm working on some stuff. It's not like you're not just,
No, I mean, I'm in and out sometimes. I kind of do a little sales for the restaurant as well. So I'm in meetings. But I'm there pretty good.
You're there. Every time I've been, I see you there.
Yeah,
so,
I'm there pretty often.
Yeah, so that's huge.
Good.
James,
thank you.
Wait, so coffee now wise? What's the?
Oh,
There's two questions I gotta ask. So the coffee.
I'm a dark roast kind of guy. So the espressos, I'm not a coffee connoisseur at all.
But you normally do cold brew.
That's because I'm in a rush and I'm driving.
Oh, so it's like if I'm going to sit down and hang out with you, then it's
I'm way too impatient for a hot cup of coffee and traffic. I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
At least this is right here. I'll go with the mug route if I'm sitting there relaxed.
Yeah. So if you're doing a
just looks good. I'll have to say I like it a latte.
Yeah. I don't think anyone's made that joke on here.
I know. I'll coin it.
And then
being
next
from Uptown
question.
Chalmette.
Well, yeah. So that's my next my next question. So I got 2 questions that I'm supposed to ask every Coffee with Kevin. That my friend Kurt told me I had to ask is like, yeah, what is your coffee and why? And then the second is, where did you go to high school?
Oh, of course. And that should have been the first question out of the gate.
Yeah, I know.
Chalmette High School.
Chalmette High.
School of Champions, public school pride.
A flying owl.
Fighting Owls.
Fighting owl. Oh.
Fighting Owls. Yeah, we I
don't think I've had a Chalmette High on before. I think you might be the first Chalmette High.
Well, I guess then we're retiring the show.
I've had some. Well, so
you can't have another one.
Retire the show. We're done.
Retire the show. We're done.
Well, I'll ask that before when I book a guest. I'll be like,
yeah,
oh,
so
did you?
And just cut them out.
Yeah.
One and done. Yeah, so I, like I said, I grew up in Araby, Uptown Chalmette.
Uptown Chalmette.
Uptown Chalmette, and went to Chalmette High School, went to UNO after, and
now you're king of the world.
No.
Or at least the barbecue world.
I'll tell people I'm just a kid from Araby who likes the barbecue.
There you go.
That's it.
Hey, look, Al Copeland was a kid that from Araby liked fried chicken.
I grew up a block and a half from the original Popeyes.
There you go.
Used to go there as a kid, get the Popeyes and Pals meal. Ride my bike.
James, thank you so much for coming, man. Take care.
That.
I'll see you.
Thank you.